Good morning. So, I'm on my phone today because the computer was dead. Again. I don't know if it's just, I don't know why it's not charging. I have no idea. I keep saying I'm going to get it fixed, and I don't. Because then it works. So, I'll be able to see who shows up here. So, if you're on, share. If you come on this morning, I can't be held responsible for saying hi. I can't be held responsible for saying hi to people who join. So I've been flowing pretty good for quite some time. And this week, there was a day that it went down. A day. Friday. Actually, so it went down because I took the hook. Good morning, Cynthia. The hook was a friend saying she doesn't know how my audience can not follow me, but can go there with me. Like I'm not giving a way to a way to find the truth. Good morning, babes. When there isn't a way. All this is I'm sharing what has happened here for Lori. And good morning, Margie. And if it resonates with you, that just lights me up. I mean, because it's gone. Hi, Cindy. Is it Cindy or Kathy? I just saw the face for a quick second in the or whatever. It's one of you. You guys are still too much alike for me to tell who's who unless you say. Anyway, so I'm just sharing. It's Cindy. Good morning, Cindy. They are identical twins, and they are still identical in my book. I know they don't see it. I'm sure they don't. Like, people say, Angie and I look alike. Peter's like, no. But so many people have said that over the years. Anyway, and we're not even twins. But we always wanted to be when we were kids. We loved it. My mother dressed us the same, just different colors. And people would always ask, are they twins? We loved the attention. Anyway, so... Shit, what was I saying? Somebody bring me back. So this week was, there was a dip, a very big dip. Oh, because someone was saying that they don't understand how people can be following me because I'm not giving something to do. And I'm not giving anyone anything to do. This is just a resonance between us, if that's a word. Resonance. Something that I'm saying is resonating with you and it has nothing to do with the words. It's a feeling inside. And that feeling is love. That's what you are. It's love. And I had another spiritual person that I follow, kind of, say something about how I'm trying to be a spiritual teacher and I'm not. That's not what my thing is. It's not about being a spiritual teacher. I'm just sharing what I have come to see in Lori's life, my life, that has had me realize the love that I am. And it was just listening to Lisa Carnes and Muji and Adia, blah, 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 until I finally said, okay, it's time. It's time. It was in A Star is Born when Sam Elliott was talking to Lady Gaga after, what's his face, died. Bradley Cooper. I'm using their real names. After he died, she was so distraught. She was smashing things. And he was saying, basically, don't die with the music still in you. And I have a lot of music in me called love. And I want to share it with the world. And Sunil, oh my God, it's good to see you. I've seen you. After the scam, I just got rid of my whole account. And I'm slowly getting the people back. I had a pretty big account. But a lot of them were scammers on there. So everybody just went. Anybody that I didn't personally know. And I do know you, Sunil. I remember being on the videos, going through your family, meeting them on the video. I haven't forgotten any of that. But I am just sharing the love that we are. And I know you're feeling it or you wouldn't come back. And the deal is you have to go inside to feel it and notice. So this week, those two people were on the same day. And I felt it imploding. I felt it feeling uncomfortable inside. Good morning, Melissa. Okay. Sending so much love to you, girlfriend. Anyway, that love that we already are. Each one of us already is. We just forgot. And if we come out fighting, that's not you. Someone else today is trying to tell me that I need to get involved in politics. I shouldn't be an ostrich putting my head in the sand. That before would have sent me into Doomsville. Oh my God, I'm doing something wrong. I am not, because my vibration is high, and that's going to help change this world just by having your vibration high. Don't listen to anything. Don't hate Trump. The hatred is not living in Trump, it's living in you. I told her, I said, I'm not taking anything personally what you're saying to me. I understand, but I'm not going to start listening to politics. I'm just not. The fact that I don't need to. I don't need to watch this mind judge somebody else as wrong, because that wrongness is felt here. Nobody's doing life wrong. No one is doing life wrong. No one. And our judgment of them doing it wrong hurts us. Not them. It hurts us. It keeps our heart in a vice. It keeps us fighting life instead of loving and flowing with it. Recognize the innocence. Okay, you guys, being with 5-year-olds every day. One of them this week, she said to me, because I'm showing them love. They're a safe place to fall. They're not getting yelled at by me. If they don't do what I want them, I just say, okay, I'm going to go on to the next person. Oh, okay, they just don't want to, they want to stay in the room with me. They love the attention, the love that I'm, if they don't get something, I just work with them. I don't berate them. I don't say they're doing it wrong, but everywhere else they're you're doing it wrong. Something's wrong with you. Stop. And one of the little girls a couple weeks ago said, there's something wrong with me. Oh my God, I felt her. And I just said, don't take on that belief, because I found out that taking on that belief, subconsciously, you don't even know it's there. Aw, and I love Evelyn so much. when you take on that subconscious belief that I'm doing it wrong, which we had no choice. Nobody chose to take that on. It's the elders, the adults that are telling us, don't do this, don't do it. Why did you do that? All of that is a clear message that I'm doing it wrong. It's deep, but you don't realize it. Just notice in your life when you're attempting to do something. Notice the thought in there, oh my God, I'm going to do it wrong. I can do this wrong. I can fuck this up. You can't. You cannot. Life is happening for you, not to you. Because when we believe we're doing it wrong, we are a victim of life. And this little girl said to me, we were reading a book, and she snuggled right up to me. She had her arm around the back of me, and she put her head on my shoulder. She goes, or my arm. She goes, I wish you were my mom. Oh my God. I didn't know how to handle this. I was like, oh, honey. I don't even know. I seriously don't know what I said. I don't. I was blown away, but I'm sure it was loving. Whatever it was loving because I felt it. These kids are already at age 5. All of us were afraid of doing it wrong. Something's wrong with me. That is the biggest subconscious belief. That's why you need to be right in all your relationships. The way you see it. They're doing it wrong. No, they're not. They are that innocent. My brother-in-law has that gruff outer, and I can say this because I know damn well he's not watching. But he has that gruff outer, I'm right, which used to scare the living shit out of me. One time he wrote me a 5-page letter of what I'm doing wrong in my life. 5 pages! Before I went to go see my dearest friend, the guy who got me on this path. Howard was his name. He was my boss. And he's the one who got me to go ask my parents why I didn't feel loved growing up. So he moved to Texas. And I was missing him. I wanted to be with him. So it was my first trip on an airplane by myself. There was so many revelations in that. Just being up on the plane from Portland, Maine to New York and going over New York and seeing all the lights and all. I'm thinking about all these people just going through their daily lives. They're not out to kill me. They're not out to kill you. The news makes it seem like everybody's out to get you. The bad people in life. Most people are just like you, just trying to get through it. From those beliefs of I'm not enough and something's wrong with me. That's all. They're doing their best. Everyone, even the one that hates you or seems to hate you, they don't hate you. They really love you. They just don't know the love that they are yet. They don't love themselves. So when you don't love yourself, you judge. You bark and bite. And I saw my brother-in-law as a little boy one day in 2019 when we bought this condo. I was with them because I had to come sign papers. And I saw him taking a nap in the afternoon. He was on the couch and I saw him as an innocent 5-year-old. Everything changed after that. There was no more fighting. I recognized the innocence in him. And that's what I do with everyone. Everyone is a 5-year-old being told that they're doing something, that they're wrong. Something's wrong with you. And that belief is subconscious. You don't even know it's there. And that's what causes all the pain and suffering and the fighting back of somebody judges me. The thing is, when somebody judges you and it hurts, it's because you're already subconsciously believing it. When Jeannie said to me, there she goes again with her stories, that hurt. That was a huge awakening for me. I had no idea there was a subconscious belief saying, how would I know it unless she hid it? I am so grateful she said that. in front of everybody at that table. There she goes again with her stories. Perfect. Because there was a as soon as there's a inside, do not immediately there was a thought of blame. I get that. Oh my God, what a bitch. What, all of that was inside, but I know better. At this point, I know better. I want to be free. I want to keep this heart wide open to everyone because everyone is me. When you realize the love that you are, love is the most powerful emotion there is. The most powerful. And I'm not talking about romantic love. When you first get with somebody and everything's all butterflies and what, that ain't real love. That is not love. When people say, when they've been in a long-term relationship, I love him or I love her, but I'm not in love. Bull fucking shit. Staying with someone the long haul, that is love. Because that person, like mom and dad, they loved each other, but there was too many judgments against each other for them to come back to the love that they are, that they were. Because when you hold a judgment against someone else, that hatred, that judgment, that you're doing it wrong and you suck, that's being held here. And Trump is showing that big time right now, apparently, because I'm getting it from a friend of mine. I'm not an ostrich. I'm just staying in the love. And even if I watched it, if judgments came up, those were judgments for me to look at. Because Trump is a 5-year-old too. From what I've heard, it pretty much sounds like he's fighting life. But he's a catalyst. He's a catalyst for us. All that hatred that you're pushing towards him is living in you. It ain't in him. He doesn't even know you. You don't really know him either. You're just seeing what you're seeing, what your eyes are seeing. He is huge for you if you hate him. Huge for you to come back to the love that you are. Recognize his 5-year-old just like you recognize your 5-year-old and honor the love. I mean, these little kids, they have no idea. I see them, the shame, they have to go clip down when they've made a mistake in the teacher's eyes. And I watch them go across with their head down. But this is all part of it. It's all part of it. It is all part of it. There's nothing wrong. They have their journey. They're little love beings too. What this is building is the separate self. Who they truly are is not being touched. The love that they really are isn't touched by anything going on here. So right now, their egos are being built. Their identities. They're trying to navigate where... That's why when they're with me, there's nothing wrong. That's why they have a soft place to fall. They don't have to worry when they're with me. They can just be themselves, loud or whatever. Sometimes they do get too loud. And I have to say, guys, we're not going to be able to do this if you don't tone it down a little bit. But I don't yell at them. I just say we don't want to be in trouble. We just want to keep, because they're loud. They're joy-filled most of the time. Oh, I love every single one. Oh, I got a picture this week. A picture of all of them. Was that this week? I think so. I have, oh my God, I showed Peter all of them and all their little, I can't stand it. Kids are just so innocent. That's who we are. That joy-filled, full of love and fun. We've just forgotten. We've taken on the idea of bills. And the thing is, money comes, money goes. Oh, Rita, I saw that picture. Hi, Rita. Money, if you hold on to it, I'm watching Peter. Money comes in, money goes out. As it comes in, he gets all, he's happy. But when it goes out, he's like, oh, Jesus, this bill is due. We always go. That's the checks and balances that the mind keeps. It does it with calories. It does it with hours of sleep. It does it with, it's constantly, in and out. I have never counted a calorie in my life. Some people, I remember Oprah used to look at something and know how much calories are in it. What the hell? I don't look at boxes of, if I want something, I'm going to eat it. And it's not a disservice to this body. I'm enjoying what I'm eating. I'm not saying, oh my God, I shouldn't be eating this right now. Oh my God, this is going to add blah, blah, blah to my, it's craziness. Can you imagine eating something and not having a judgment on it? Just eating it because you're pure joy of it. Like a whoopie pie from Maine, a whoopie pie. Woo! They're the best. I don't know if everybody knows what a whoopie pie is, because they're the New England thing, I think, or Maine thing. They're a little cake with frosting in the middle, and the zucchini whoopie pies are Peter's favorite because it has, what's in the middle? Cream cheese frosting in the middle. Cream cheese and confectioner's sugar and vanilla. Ooh, and a zucchini, a little cake. 2 little domes you put together. Zucchini all through it. That's the only way I can get zucchini into that man. Because he doesn't eat fruits and vegetables. Why is it? Phoebe is watching. Phoebe is watching. Anyway, yeah, I'm watching how, my girlfriend said I talk too much or whatever. That's a common thing. That one I've owned. Yeah, I talk a lot. She says, I wonder what it would be like if it was silent on your talks. If it's supposed to be, it's going to be. I can't be anybody I'm not. I can't. This is what you got. And if you enjoy listening to this, I thank you, because we together will raise the vibration of this earth. Each person is living its own earth. It's your world is yours only. And what you see is what you've created by what you're believing to be the truth. All of those beliefs are not true. Only love is real. That's the only thing that's real. Everything else is an illusion, albeit a persistent one, as Albert Einstein said. He knew, just like Jesus knew. Oh, thank you, Karen. So are you. You, Karen Morris, anybody on here listening, friend her. She is a light. You will not see any negative posts on Karen. All she does, and Cynthia too, and Phoebe too, Ashley, everybody that follows me has beautiful posts of what I talk about every Sunday. And I love that you're here with me every Sunday. All of you. I see you even after it's gone up. God, I had almost 1,000 people. That's in the grand scheme of things, that's not a big deal. But for a message that's not not easily accepted by the masses, this is the only way we're going to change it, is by coming back to the love that we are. You're not going to get love from any relationship or anything in this world. It is not going to fulfill you for long at all. It's being right here in your heart and loving you. Not the you. I mean, well, okay. So this is one. So that mind made me, that false self that you took on, that feels separate from love, it's not real. It's literally concepts in your mind. It's not a reality, but we believe it. The me of all those believes it's a real thing, and it's not good enough. It's separate from love or God. God is love. God is love. God is love. God is not a man in the sky damning us to hell for the wrong things we do. When we believe that, it just perpetuates. I'm wrong. I'm going to hell. So many people are afraid of death. I'm convinced the fear of death is because I've been bad and I'm going to burn in hell. That's why, as you come back to the love that you are, or all the NDEers, the people who have died and come back, say they never felt so much purity, pure love, because the mind was gone. The mind is projecting the body. That's not the mind. Is where the me is not good enough. I mean, I don't know where it is. Nobody knows where it is. It's just a bunch of thoughts of me that isn't true. And as you realize that it's not true, the love that you truly are, that you've forgotten, just blossoms. And then there is no fear of death, because it doesn't die. It doesn't die. What you are, that energy, whatever's making these hands, whatever's coming out of here, that's not coming from Lori. That's not coming from a little self. It's coming through. That's why you can feel it, because you are the same thing. The love that you are is hearing this and feeling relief, I might add. So when Lori started taking on Friday this belief of I'm doing it wrong again because of this close friend and this supposed guru, because I have my own. Oh, that's what I was saying about A Star Is Born. I brought that back. Sam Elliott said to Lady Gaga, not, okay, Wayne Dyer used to say, don't die with your music still in you, but it was about everybody has their own way of their own thing. You're born with it. It's your passion. It's your joy in life. Remember when you were a kid, what was the joy about? I mean, it was just for living back then. But what was it that just lit you up? And mine, obviously, was talking. I always loved talking. And it comes naturally. It comes right through now. This joy of being. And when you're feeling down and know that that's not you. You're just stuck in a thought pattern. There are patterns that are grooved in, and you can be out of them, as Jesus said. You can be in the world, but not of it. You don't have to be sucked into the belief that you are this person doing, because you're not. Life is doing you exactly the way it's meant to, for everybody. For every single person. It's a mirror. Each person is showing you what you think you've done wrong, but you don't even realize it. Notice, oh, I did something wrong. Feel that contraction inside and know that it's not true. Tell it. It's okay. Tell your mind it's okay. That's my logo. It's okay. It is okay. Soothe it. Tell it it's okay. Because it is. It's only made up in your mind. It's only your mind that's having a problem with what's going on. seemingly going on. Nothing's actually going on. That's another one. Nothing's going on. Because the past is gone. It's living in thought. Thought. You can't touch a thought. You don't see a thought. Thoughts are not real. It's not a reality. And the future, fear of the future, that's not real either. There is literally only now. That's it. And when the now is recognized, it's the past. The flow is now. When you're not hooked into thoughts. And I'm telling you, when you are flowing, when this body is flowing, there's nothing like it. Not worried about a thing. Not worried about doing something wrong. Not worried about not being enough. That's all bullshit. But that's at the bottom of the me, the little me. That's not real. It's not real. That might seem like a bypass, but it's the truth. It is not reality. I'll call her back. Oh. Okay. Look at all that. All that. Oh, when can I call her back? Because I'm going over to the spiritual center again. Wow, last week, you guys, I was going to the spiritual center after leaving here. The woman who was talking, she talked about, she had a hip replacement, and then 2 days later, she had a stroke, and it affected her eyesight, and then she just was in a dark, and there was I thought that I need to go to Africa. Is it Africa? Africa. Everybody in her life was like, what the hell? What? You can hardly see, and she sold her house, her car, she sold everything and went to Africa. And ever since then, she sees the little synchronicities, everything. When she came back, she's in awe of life. Sell your knowing, I know, and purchase bewilderment. That's what Dr. Dyer used to say. Purchase bewilderment and awe of this life. How the tapestry, the perfection in it. It is absolute perfection. No matter what this says to the contrary. Whatever you're fighting owns you. Keeps that little me fighting. Keeps that little me present. Don't fight. Don't fight. It's okay. Take a breath. It's okay when you're stuck in those thoughts and it starts feeling like shit in the body. It's okay. It's okay. I need more of these shirts. I need to send these shirts out. I have a little sticker that says it's okay, but it doesn't have this. I want to have some made that have it's okay with my little, the old emoji, the one that looks like me, the one that I have. They changed it. It doesn't look like me. Look at that. That's the Lori. That's the little me. I can't have what I want. But I saved a lot of the old ones. I've still got them. They're all saved in a folder on my phone as favorites. So when I want to use it, I go to my favorites on my phone. I had no idea how to do that. But when you really want something, you make it happen. That's what I was saying with Talia when we were in the Bahamas. I said, the universe knows what you truly want. Let it come to you. Let it come. There's no fighting because when she wants something, she gets all, gotta have it now. No, take a breath. It's okay. Patience, my dear. Patience. That's the number one thing. Especially if you live in Florida and you're in the traffic. Peter's like, oh, freaking traffic. What the hell? What? Where's the fire? There's nothing wrong here. We're just sitting in a car. Now, what's the problem? Anyway, this is always looking for a problem. Because that's what keeps it alive. It keeps it believing it's a thing. Believing, having you believe it's a thing. But you, when you notice those thoughts, you, who you really are, when you're watching a thought, or you can see it, or you feel it, it's like, and you say, it's okay. Who's the one watching? Is the thought watching the thought? Or is it you, the love that you are, recognizing, oh, I'm back in there again. Okay, I don't have to be. Come back to the love that you are. Cynthia Oliver, thank you. Thank you. Nobody has any questions, usual. That's typical. Evelyn. That's right. Evelyn loves Auntie Lori. She's so, oh my God, just kids. Kids are the best. My mom didn't like kids. She didn't want to be around them, especially if they've got joy, because there's not anything wrong with her. It was just taught to her that kids were to be seen and not heard. So her little girl was gone. She couldn't be a kid. And she was afraid. That's why she labeled me naive, because I kept that joy-filled most of my life. I've been pretty joy-filled and happy. My girlfriend said to me years ago, God, I don't know how long ago, a long time ago, she goes, you're the happiest person I know. I didn't lose that little girl, even though that thought of I'm not enough and something's wrong with me was in there. When the joy came, I couldn't stop it. There was a lot of pain saying, after the fact, I did something wrong. A breath of fresh air, that's all I want to be or share, is a breath of fresh air for every one of you that's watching this. I want to be the bridge between the me that you think you are, that has all the turmoil and is fighting life, and the love that you really are. I just want to be that voice that's been drowned out by the loud fighting voice, that is addicted to drama and needs the fight. When I was just telling the lady that was telling me that I'm being an ostrich, by not watching the news or not, I was telling her that back in the beginning when somebody said that to me, when I first turned off the news, everybody was like, oh, you're blah, blah, blah. I need to be informed. You need to be informed. How did I make it 30 years without it? And now when I go into a home that has it on, which isn't very often, very, very rare, I feel the vibration of it. It's low. I can feel it in my body. And I can't, it's just a noticing, and I don't like it. So why would I put that in my, I don't need to. I can send love to whoever judges me for putting my head in the sand or whatever. I just love them. Because I know that the more people that are into the news and believing all that quote unquote shit that's going on, that isn't really going on. I don't expect you to understand that. Do not just suspend that. Really, nothing's going on. I just want you to see, notice. That's it. Just notice how you feel when you're listening to it. Notice the thoughts that come up. You don't need it. I did used to feel like I was doing something wrong by turning it off, but something in me was like, I don't want it. I don't need it. But I saw the addiction, the wanting to go get it, the wanting to turn it on, because it was a habit. God, I'd turn it on first thing in the morning, and then turn it on again in the evening. It's been 30 years of not watching it consistently. You know, it comes on like before when a hurricane comes here. I turn on the news, but I don't pay attention to. I guess it's not as. Hi, Heidi. Good to see you. Good morning. I guess it's not as entertained because I see the. Needed that. You're so funny. Oh, I love you too, Cynthia. Another Cynthia. I love every single one of you because I love this. Even the little me that gets caught in the thoughts, the patterns of thought of I'm doing something wrong, something's wrong with me. I just have to love her and tell her it's okay. It's okay. I need to get a bunch of shirts made up and have you guys, because if you can remind yourself it's okay. You know what? I love you more. I don't know about that. Is there more? Or is it just love? It's so freeing to come from the love that you are, that you've just forgotten. You've just taken on this fake little me that needs to fight life, and you didn't know. It was innocent. There was no one in there choosing this. It was, your mind was so formative. The pattern of thought was, you were 5 years old. I did something wrong. They're mad at me. Something's wrong with me. No! Nothing's wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with anybody else either. Anyway, I am going to that, spiritual center again. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, it came back again. So she was talking about selling everything, and just going. That's what Peter and I did. We sold everything. Our house, our car. So true. I've been dropping the narratives, but you taught me more on that. Oh, okay. I'm sharing. The word taught. I know there's something there. It's okay, Law. It's okay. If this is called teaching, whatever. You can call it. I'm owning it. Okay, so I'm teaching. I'm sharing, teaching. That's a thought. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm thinking about doing. What? Dropping the narratives. Yeah. Ooh, it's big. And listen, Heidi, if you need support, just message me. I'm here. I will help you. Found myself again, the one that I lost. Thank you. Yay! There's nothing when somebody comes to me and says, I never thought of it that way. Selling. Selling. When somebody says to me, I never thought of it that way, that sends me into orbit, because changing the perspective on with somebody's different way of seeing, selling all my stuff. I want to go. I'll be here for you along the way, because the thoughts are going to come up. What the fuck did I do? What did I do? What the? But you know what? It changes so much. Life has you. Life has you. The universe isn't against you. It is for you. I left Maine, my little house where everything was so perfect. Gone, all of it. I'm telling you, it was the best thing I ever did. And sure enough, thoughts came up of I did something wrong. Just know that you're not going to go somewhere better, because you're taking you with you, but it's just a different situation. But more shit will come up for you to see that it's okay. When it's fighting life, it's okay. Yeah, Michelle, it's okay. It's okay. All of this is okay. Remember, love that little 5-year-old. She didn't do anything wrong ever. She didn't. And neither did the ones that told her she did something wrong. She or he. If Adam's here. I haven't seen Adam yet, but if you're here, Adam, and Jimmy, I think you, and Johnny, maybe. I don't know if you guys are watching, but remember your 5-year-old. Innocent little 5-year-old. You've not done anything wrong ever. Life is doing exactly what it's meant to be doing through this body. Nothing is out of place. It's perfect as it is, getting out of your own way. That's it. Coming from the it's okay part of you. That loving part of you, just flowing with life instead of fighting it. That fight takes so much out of you. That's what I say when Mom died. She turned it off. Finally. She couldn't look at Trump without seeing red or orange. She'd be like, oh, there you go. And all of that. And I kept saying, Mom, shut it off. 2 days before she died, she says, I just can't deal with that. I don't want to deal with that anymore. She knew the end was coming. She knew she was going to die in the next 2 days. She didn't want to die on Hannah's birthday. The 16th, she was going to. So there's no more future. So any thought of lack that came up, any thought of her patterns of thought were, I'm not going to have enough money in the future. That was the one that really ran her. Even though she had everything she ever wanted, and we always do, she ended up not having that thought anymore, the thought, getting hooked into those thought patterns. So there was so much, because everybody says before you die, there's a rally. They rally before they die. Well, the rally is because there's no more future. So all that energy is back where it belongs, inside of you, not out there fighting everything from lack of money to all of those thoughts are bullshit. It's okay. All right, I gotta go. I love you all. Thank you for being here. The more this lights up, the more that one lights up, and that one, and you will be affecting all of your circle with light, remembering the light that they are, and that's how we're going to change this world. Bless your mom. Yeah, she's free now. No more limiting beliefs in her head. She said to me, I lived Gloria's life, not mine. She said that just before she died. Oh, my jaw must have hit the floor, because that's what I've been talking about for how long now? But it took to her dying, but it doesn't have to take till your last day here. You can be in the world, but not of it, as Jesus said. And I hope you all are. Have a wonderful week coming from It's Okay. Bye. Oh, I'm trying to turn it off on my computer. I'm on my phone. Oh, shit. Okay, finish. Bye, guys. See ya.